Second half, I am Arthur Perkins. This is still AP Gaming Real, New Game Plus, Episode 2. I have some unfortunate news that we might not have a show next week. Of course, I might not have any shows next week because I discovered some mold in my house today. Plumber's coming by tomorrow, take a look at it. So who knows what the fuck's going to happen there. However, if it's just nothing or easily solvable, I'll be doing the thing on Patreon. Patreon people and Twitch subs already know kind of what's going on about this. This show is going to have some tie-in on my Discord, whereby people will get a limited selection of NPCs in the New Game Plus world, and they will be asked to make decisions as to what those people do every time we reach a point in the story where something important is happening for the players. As time continuously resets, I will probably ask you to make the same decisions, but the players' actions will probably affect what is happening. You'll play stuff. It is not going to be a play-by-post. It will simply be one-on-one between me and you. However, players can get their characters to work together and perhaps influence events in the world at a greater stage. Rather than play world leaders, you'll play more like advisors to world leaders, heads of merchant consortiums, mercenary guild leaders, high-level adventuring party, that kind of deal. All right, so where were we? You were being approached by a particularly regal kobold, if I remember correctly, and we've also got Kelly's art now, which I'm adding to the art thing, but because it's random, who knows when it'll show up. But don't worry, you'll see it up on this art thing. We do that thing where you come back from commercial break and it repeats the last line of the previous scene. I am Ku-Uzuzuma. Why have you come to this place? The den of the black worm.
Oh, Ku-Uzuzuma.
Ku-Uzuzuma.
That's what I said.
That is not even close to what you said.
Oh, Ku-Uzuzuma.
That's still not my name.
Do you have a nickname? So we don't insult you by mispronouncing your name. It's just that's not a common thing.
Ku-Uzuzuma.
Ku-Uzuzuma.
Is there someone more intelligent I can speak with?
Ku-Uzuzuma, yes. Right?
That is correct. You with the horns. I will speak with you. Approach.
Sorry about the whole fire thing.
That's fine. It's a minor trick to fool stupid humans.
I know.
Does everybody in the area, like even the kobolds, the moment of tension passes, everyone's like, fuck humans.
Yeah, fuck you.
Goddamn normies.
That's so
the worst.
stupid.
I'm glad I decided to change to dwarf. That's all I'm saying.
That pink skin is just awful.
You didn't. If you didn't, you're just like, I'm right here, guys. We're just, oh,
That's racist.
Yeah.
Identify
I
yourself.
think we'd all still be saying that stuff, even if you were human, to be honest.
Yeah, we would.
I would be like, yeah, humans suck.
Yeah. I'll walk forward and like be pretty cordial because he seems like the leader, I guess. Do I know what kobolds do for greeting? Is it just like a bow or whatever?
He's just kind of, so what's happening is that both your parties are standing away from each other and like the two of you are meeting in between. Yeah. And they're like blocking the entrance to their cave in the ground. He doesn't do anything like, you know, greeting wise. He just kind of walks towards you and stops at the staff. There's no like bowing or handshaking or anything like that.
Yeah, I won't do anything cordial. I'll be respectful, but not like, oh, great kuzu, blah, blah, blah. But like,
what are you called?
My name is Daka.
And the name of your organization?
We don't have an organization.
Daka's boys.
Very well, leader of Daka's boys. Why have you come into the forest of the green worm, harassing our scout, stripping him?
This was the forest of the black worm.
This is the den of the black worm. I can understand the confusion. You see, the black worm lives atop the mountain, and he gestures to the mountain where you woke up in the distance. It is not safe for us on the mountain. And so we must find a point where we can habitate away from humanity and the horrible predators, giant ants, boars, sheep.
Nasty creatures, sheep. Yes.
Yeah.
They are terrifying.
Humans are worse, though.
Humans are the worst thing that has ever been created in this land.
I have a book about that. Anyway, I realize the reason you probably live out here is to avoid the extinction of the kobolds on some sort of ritual.
It is advantageous for us to cooperate with our greener brethren. My great-grandfather was a green kobold.
Yes. Well, we're to understand that there was a girl, a human,
There are many humans.
taken from a town nearby called Flemia. She is going to be the sacrifice of the ritual again. So if you'd like to not have your people wiped out again,
You
you
know
need to
of
find her.
the ritual.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's quite gross.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
It's horrifying, even for a human. Like, I would not wish that on a human.
Why have
You
you
wish
come
that on
here to the Black Dragon's Nest? There has not been a Black Dragon born in several centuries.
Well, there might be now. We need to find this girl before the sacrifice occurs. Do you know anything about this? Do not wish to harm any of your people. We need this girl back.
I know nothing about this girl,
Can I get
but I can
a
see that you will
insight
not.
check or something.
Yes. I can see that you will not stop until you are satisfied. I will allow one of you to investigate the nest of the Black Dragon to corroborate what I say.
Yo, I put my hand up.
Kelly?
You begin looking over this kobold. He is inscrutable to you. You have never seen a kobold so regal, so stone-faced, so charismatic. And you rolled a 6, so you literally get nothing.
I'm quite good. I mean,
We will accept the large one. You may bring no weapons, nor flame.
Why would I bring a flame?
Well, sometimes we let people in the nest and then they bring fire and scare everyone inside.
Like in their hands?
Yes.
Okay, I won't burn my hands. That's weird. It's a weird request.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird.
Yeah,
and yet humans are always playing with fire.
I'll put my backpack and stuff down. And I'll put my give all my swords and stuff. I'll give it specifically to Finley, right? like just
like getting buried in weapons.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
completely overburdened with shit.
Finley,
Yeah.
we snap back to a flashback where you were like, "Are these guys mall cops?" And then we cut to him pulling out like a pair of nunchucks, a Segway.
Bazooka. I have a permit for that.
yeah.
Where's Poplar?
And I'll take the knife from the dude that I took, and I'll just walk over and give it to the chieftain. It's like, this belongs to Cuckoo Kaku or something.
His name is Kazuzu.
Yes, that one. I'll just give it to him.
All right, so he takes the knife and throws it into the ground at Kazuzu's feet. The other kobolds, when that happens, they all turn to look away from him as he picks up the knife, kind of embarrassed.
I'll turn around and like hand him his sling and spear and whatever I was carrying of his.
Yeah, he'll like run over and grab everything. The whole time, all of the kobolds are avoiding making any eye contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
What a nerd. Yeah.
As you're preparing to go down, Kelly, the elder like just like Askren, just backhands Kazuzu, begins speaking in Draconic. You're the only one who can understand Askren, and he's just like, "You fool! How can you allow a scout of the great black worm to be caught by these frail and ridiculous creatures? Did you not lead them into a trap? They should be dead. Why are they here bothering us? Answer me now!" And Kazuzu's like, I understand you. And he's like, "I don't care if they understand me or not. They are frail and weak. They are not draconic. Answer!"
My idle animation starts playing where I tense.
No,
and,
they
do bodybuilding stuff.
They let you down into the hole. It is not built for your height. You essentially have to get down on your hands and knees in order to operate in here.
That's fine.
They're about 3 feet tall, so the hole is about 5 feet tall. So unless you want to like power walk the whole way through, it's some crawling in here. With no light, you can only see as far as your dark vision extends.
60 feet.
You can see the far wall of the west end side. And then the southern wall extends beyond your vision. I'm
actually making small conversation with them as well while this is happening.
There's no one that's going down there with you. There are 7 kobolds that are in this area that have like bedrolls. They've set up like a small fire hastily and are cooking something. When they see you, everyone just gets frightened. It's like, "Oh shit!" There's a strange, disgusting smell coming from down here.
Do they poop where they sleep like animals?
When you say that, all of the kobolds begin speaking in Draconic and pointing at you.
It's like I'm looking around. So this is like the nest, right? Specifically.
Yeah.
And this is way too small for a dragon to fit in.
Yes. Well, I mean, you've been told repeatedly that the dragon lives on top of the mountain. That this is where the kobolds live. If you can't fit down here, there's no way a dragon could fit down here.
So I would like to do an investigation. We know she's blonde, yes?
Yes.
I'm going to be looking for hair. I'm going to be looking for fingernails, things like that, right?
What does investigation look like for you? Is it Sherlock Holmes where you look around and little words pop out? Is it Blue's Clues where things get highlighted?
A huge magnifying glass.
No, that's in my backpack that you're carrying. That's why I said
it's way down.
No, it's a lot of it's just like, smelling things, probably mostly.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take advantage on this, because this is specifically a smelling check.
Okay. 14.
Ooh. All right. Through all of the weird smells that you cut through, it becomes clear that they have specifically made a poop pile, and it's all fresh. As much as they're trying to, they're deceiving you, trying to trick you into thinking that they only have like 10 kobolds here, that they live here regularly. This is just like an antechamber for them, as you discover on the very southernmost wall that there's like a plastered barrier. They've stacked a bunch of rocks and then haphazardly slapped some sort of paste there in order to block the entrance to the next area.
Okay,
and
that's the case,
that paste
do the thing where I like lean on the wall, but like shoulder charge it. It's
okay,
like,
you shoulder charge the wall
and pull through the wall.
All right. So this is what happens for everyone. Kelly, you go through the wall, but you're also covered in gooey plaster along your right arm. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how fucked you are. As you burst through the wall, the 7 kobolds behind you are now joined by many more in their residential area, including a number of armed ones, and some of them begin shouting. Outside, Daka, Finley, and Askren, all of the kobolds that were out there suddenly begin retreating into the hole.
There's something might be going on.
Yes.
Probably.
We seem to find ourselves in a little bit of a situation here.
I dropped the most cumbersome items of equipment and cover them in like overgrowth.
Okay.
To protect them.
Okay.
And I am going to stealth it up and follow them in the hole.
You bringing any of my weapons?
What weapon?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I have.
Oh, I know. What's your main weapon again?
I have a great sword and a hammer.
I'll bring the great sword.
Or I can bring it. If you're trying to do stuff.
Whatever. Either. Just. Yeah.
I'll bring it because I'm not trying to do stuff.
But yeah, I want to like stealth it up and follow them in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you're stopping to do a bunch of things before you go into the hole, which is going to cost you some time. Daka, what do you do?
I think I'm just gonna rush in the hole. As
Agram?
soon as I hear commotion, I'm just in. So,
Agram, what are you doing?
Other than grabbing Kelly's sword, try and follow Finley up.
Okay, so yeah, you take a little bit of time as well. All right, so Daka is going to enter in the first round of battle, and then in the second round, Finley and Agram will enter.
Cool.
Let's get you guys over to the battle map where you're all located.
Can we get some sweet Batal music?
I'm sure I probably have like some Catacombs music. If only Drumurboy had some sick dungeon chiptune beats already.
hold on.
He's promised to have them ready for next episode.
Let's see how fast.
This isn't getting me pumped to punch kobolds, Arthur.
I'm sorry. That's just how kobold life works.
Kobold life. You smell like shit, and I'm not pumped for this.
Hashtag reptile dogs.
Hashtag cart nuts.
There you go.
I don't see my character anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're way down there.
Yep, I see. I will roll for you, Arthur.
Yeah, we should all roll initiative.
Wait,
Holy
all of us?
shit.
That's a whole... Yes, everyone should roll initiative, just to start with.
Okay, so you don't want me to roll stealth yet?
No.
Okay.
Let's start with initiative.
All right.
Oops.
Hold on.
Wow, kobolds are actually pretty good at initiative, apparently.
Yeah.
But they're
Holy
fucking horrible at
Jesus.
rolling.
A 5.
You did better than Kelly did, man.
I still forgot to put that macro together.
I literally just busted through a wall. That's my excuse. What's yours?
Okay, it's up. AP.
Okay.
Aye.
And what's it called?
Drumurboy Patreon chip battle.
It's called
My
Kelly
goodness.
Dies First.
It might not populate just yet because I just uploaded it, but
Drumurboy.
Look, what you do is you grab a kobold in each hand by the ankle and you start swinging them around, beating people to death with them. There you go.
You say that, but there's actually rules in here for throwing around people as weapons, and I will do that. It's good, so.
Improvised weapon.
Oof. Yeah.
There
Look
we
at that
go.
shit. Let's do it. I'm
Yep.
ready.
Yep. Oh shit!
It's
Wow.
dropped.
That's so 8-bit. It fits perfectly with the theme.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no, what's happening? Oh shit! My phone came up and all of my anime folders.
All those enemy titties.
I know, it
Bowsette-
was like
that Bowsette
full-on
porn.
anime titties. Was there Bowsette? I don't think there's gonna be any porn in there, bro. That ain't me. But there might have been some Bowsette stuff.
Roll a deception check, Arthur.
I don't need to. I'm good.
With,
Whoa, I'm good, bro. All right. Where are we at? Oh, shit. It's these guys first. All right. Actually, this is super loud for me.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Yeah, it's loud.
I have a mixing board. I can turn it down. So, that's me. That's my life. Now I'm turning it back up because I want that big.
All right.
Get it. Get it.
I bet he's gonna edit that out for YouTube.
Nope. These guys are gonna. Can I not? Oh fuck! What is the new key? Q? Jesus.
I don't like the way that new shit works. I like my old stuff.
I'm not a fan of this. I keep hitting spacebar. All right, Kelly, from behind you.
It's still space. You just gotta get the right tool on the side.
The leader. Jesus, now I gotta remember his name. Kuuzuzuma and the guard scout who had stopped you both run towards you, Kelly, in order to block you from escaping this like hole you found yourself in. Askren, you are now up. You're the only member of your party that Axis turn, I think. Oh no, wait, yes, oh no, Kelly rolled a 1, that's why.
Yeah.
So technically I would go before him, right?
No. You go last, because you rolled a 1.
But doesn't he come in next turn?
No, Askren jumped in. Oh no, wait, sorry, who jumped in immediately? Was it Daka? Yes, that's right, because I put Daka right there. All right, Daka, you are going now.
Okay. I move
Just a
on.
touch loud.
How far can I move again?
How far can
30
you
feet.
move?
So like to here, I guess. So I'm gonna go. Give me my dude. There we go.
You gotta switch.
Yeah. Up here, and then take a short bow shot or a long bow shot, I guess.
Who are you shooting at?
Kelly.
I feel like that is Kelly's luck so far. Yeah.
Who?
Who indeed?
Is there one that's like clearly different than the others? Like the,
Yes.
the tokens are, but-
I mean, obviously the leader, Kuuzuzuma.
This guy down here, he's a cleric, so maybe hunt a wizard first or something. I don't know. Is that within your range though? What do you got, like 60 feet?
Longbow, like 100, isn't it? It's pretty far.
doesn't say on the sheet
should
itself, but it should say.
What
in
do
the
you
book.
got?
It doesn't have a thing on the book.
What do you got, longbow?
Yeah, longbow.
Okay, let me find out for you. Longbow is
60, 120, whatever.
No.
why doesn't it have the range in the table? That's so weird.
I'm looking at it in here 11. It says 150 feet.
Yeah, but that's the max. What's the min?
It says 150/600.
Yeah, 150 is the
Okay.
min. You're good. You can take the shot.
Cool.
Take the shot.
14.
I'm sorry. Who were you shooting at? The leader,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Cleric, yeah.
Captain Asshole.
That's your fault for naming him that, Arthur.
Look, I used Don John's random draconic name generator.
I'm sure you did.
That only has 3
Man, I
syllables.
feel like I'm so attacked right now.
What? This is
Wait, no. There's no way that only has 3. Ku-uzu-zu. That's 5 syllables. It only has 2 apostrophes.
so this
No,
is
like
is
more
why
syllables, but like 2-letter combos of.
Sure.
this is why I hate that. This is my biggest pet peeve in Dungeons and Dragons when people make a Dungeons and Dragons name. I'm just like Bob Kelly, you know, like
Zirnoff
Sam.
the World Ender.
yeah.
14 a hit.
You fire off your arrow, and at the last second, he turns and pulls out like a targe and blocks the arrow. It like bangs off and slams into the cave wall.
Well,
The 2 kobolds that are standing near you immediately run towards Daka and use their kobold pack tactics to like
Oh no.
which I believe gives them advantage. Yes.
Pack tactics is
Yes.
like rough.
I mean,
It
you're
sucks.
literally about to eat a shit ton of pack tactics, my friend.
Oh, as long as I'm not the
shows
first
up,
person to
that's
die. So
They use their short spears, and they're each rolling 2d20. Keep highest 1 plus 4.
what's your HP? 6, right?
11.
18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 1d10. Not 1d10. That would be bad. Yikes. 3 points of damage as the first one runs up. Short spear. Catches you briefly.
Okay.
Like part of your clothing gets cut around the midsection. Meow. 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 Ooh, that was almost a 1. Would it matter? That's also a hit.
Yep.
Ha! A 4.
Okay.
Okay. You still up?
Yep.
Still good? All right. Yeah, you get rushed by these kobolds who start making things difficult for you. Speaking of difficult things, Kelly, you're all... Fuck, Jesus Christ. I hate this shit.
Can you like repeat that sweet dippity dop music?
I will in a second. The kobolds are busy stacking up in order to murder you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, line up. Come on, let's do this.
Swing, bada, bada.
Wasn't there a way? Oh, there we go. Yeah, put it on repeat. There we go. I know how to use Roll20. I just haven't used it in a super long time. Okay. The front kobold is going to... oh shit, they can't pack tactics you. Well,
Nope.
the front kobold is going to try to stab you with the spear, and the others are going to throw their spears.
I think that they have silhouette problems if they do that.
19 to hit with the first attack.
I think my AC is 17 in this character right now. Yeah, 17. Yep.
All right.
You good.
You take 6 points of damage.
Cool.
I'm going to give you a +2 to AC for all of the kobolds having to attack through a narrow
Yeah, I'll
space
accept that.
with
That's pretty good. Yeah.
other kobolds in front of them. I got a 22, 10, 17, 19. So your new AC is 19 now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so 2 more spears are going to sail through the air and slam into you. 3 and 4.
Wait, 2 new spears?
2 more
19's
spears.
the only one that hits, though.
There was a 22.
Where's the 20? Oh.
Yep.
Wait, no, the 22 was the first one.
Nope. There were 4 more attack rolls. The 19 with 6 damage, and then 4 more attack rolls for the 4 guys throwing.
Okay, 6 damage, right? Yeah, okay, that's the thing I'm missing.
Yep. So you took 6, then 3, then 4. How are you looking?
6, 3. I'm down.
Are you
actually,
gonna?
I come back at 1. So.
You're gonna activate your half workedness. What does this
I
look like
don't.
for you?
My eyes start to roll back in my head. I'm just like, and then I'm just like, no, they gave me spears. And then I just come back. Ah. So I'm at 1. So that's me. Okay.
You hear the war drums playing the drum solo to In the Air Tonight?
Yeah.
So do you not have spears from this?
All right. So Kelly, I want to describe what happens here briefly before we get to the part where you almost die. The kobolds begin rushing through the hole. They seem ill-informed on your arrival, right? Because you just burst through it, Kool-Aid Man style, and then like stumble. They all immediately, they're just like, ha! Ha! The first one runs forward and is gesturing for the others to join him, but they can't scrape around the tiny tunnel that they have dug. The others are like throwing spears around him, and he's like, ha! Ha! Like, he has to keep turning around. At one point, he stabs you in the gut. And then 2 spears come and hit you in the shoulder. None of them like stick in deeply. They deflect off, but it hurts like shit to be hit in one shoulder and then the other. And you're like, ugh, ah, blood is spraying everywhere. It's like a Gladiator moment for the movie Gladiator.
Wait, what movie was that?
Oh, you know it.
Well, look, I could say it was a Gladiator movie. You'd be like, I don't know, 300 Spartacus. Come
It's a
on now.
gladiator movie, like The Last Samurai, you know?
There, you could make a really good argument for The Last Samurai being a Gladiator movie for about 2/3 of it. Like how, for some reason, he suddenly learned how to wear heavy armor, despite having never trained in it. Look, Kelly, you're still alive and you're not flat-footed. You're not dead. What would you like to do?
Bonus action. I'm going to do Second Wind.
That sounds like a wise move.
A fucking garbage roll, but all right.
That's
I'll
a good
take
call.
5.
That's a good call.
Wait, did we just skip past me?
We did, because you're coming in the next round.
Oh, that's right.
You
Sorry.
and Askren both like stop to pick up equipment.
Yep.
You're stealthing in.
Good.
So I have spears. How big are they?
They're short spears. They do 1d4
Okay.
damage.
So I can use them, no problems?
Yeah, if you want to pick up their spears from the ground, you can pick up one spear.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I double heft this to make it go higher to like a d6 or something?
No.
Is it a versatile weapon? Because I'm pretty sure spears are versatile.
I have no idea.
Regular
check it
spears. Regular spears are 1d6, versatile 1d8, but a short spear, I'm not sure.
I'll allow you to 1d6 it, sure.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. So
I
both
mean,
hands.
for you, this isn't even a short spear, right? For you, this is like a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You can
here's what
stab
I would
somebody.
like to do, Arthur. I
Yep.
would like to lampoon all of these dudes because they're in a line.
There's no way this
I'm
will
going to-
happen.
But this is what I'm thinking.
This is what you
in
want to
the
try
show.
to do.
Yes, exactly. I mean, how often do the enemies line up like this? You know, never. They never line up like this. So I tell you what, if I get a crit, let me get at least 2 of these bitches.
I accept your bargain. If you can get a 20 on the die, you will be
Yeah.
allowed to attack 2 people, one through the other.
Cool. I'm down. All right.
Dave's
so-
like, all right, sending $100 to Nolan T. Jones, and
Hang on.
PayPal confirmed.
No, so this is just a strength. So my normal roll for weapons, because I'm trained in these, would be a +5.
Okay.
So 1d20 +5. We'll
All
do
right.
that. That works for me.
I feel like I'm playing Octopath Traveler with this music now.
Yeah,
That is going to hit the front end, front
Yeah.
one.
I try real hard though, Arthur. I try super hard. So what do you say? 1d6?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plus.
Whatever you would normally have.
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out. 3. 7 damage.
Okay. Let me tell you about the horrifying death of the front one. He's still messing around with his short spear. When you, he's dodging all the other spears. He sees you pick up the spear, and he goes to like stab you in the hand, and you just right through the throat.
Yep.
He's like trying to pull the spear out, and then you pull it out. Half of his throat comes out with it. Super gory. Some Game of
So-
Thrones shit.
Nice, I like it. So tell me about these dudes behind them. They don't have spears anymore.
They begin pulling out daggers and knives.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, you little fucks.
All right.
I am going to
Yep.
move there.
All right. I just, before you make this move, I just want to confirm that's what you want to do. You've entered into a tunnelway, which means if someone moves behind you, you won't be able to escape.
I'm hoping that my natural intimidation will roll on deep on these dudes. So we'll see how we go. I'm role playing a character, Arthur.
I understand. I'm doing that thing that I offer players where I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? So that later, when they've 15 times said that they're going to make sure to check to see if someone has a cranium bomb and they don't, and I'm like, you put him in the motorboat.
Dave
Are
is
you
doing
sure you wanna
thing
do that?
where He's literally like, I don't give a fuck.
All right.
No, this is a 0-win situation for me right now. So
Yeah,
as
that's
far as
great.
I'm concerned,
I'll get
The
you
only-
your sword. I'll get you your sword.
yeah, it's fine. We good.
All right. The 2 top warriors of the tribe move. Oh, fuck. So, Kuuzuzuma begins rushing forward towards Kelly and it has his staff of office out.
There are 2 spears in the ground
And
pointing upwards, and
his-
he trips onto the spears.
No, he's not going to injure himself in the process. He goes to attack with his his staff of office, and it goes out of his hands. Still hits you in the back, but with none of the force behind it, and it clatters to the ground in front of him. And he spends the rest of the round picking it up. The second good warrior, 17, which I believe is going to hit.
From the front?
Yes, it's from the entrance that you just went in through.
Okay, so is this guy here, right? That's what you're saying?
No, it's this guy over here.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 17 should be fine on that. Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Why am I hitting insert? Man, I am just fucking up real bad today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 7 points of damage.
Yeah. Wait, what am I at? 6. Okay. Yeah, I'm down now. That puts me at 0.
All right. Agrim. You arrive on the scene. You're carrying your own weapon, and I believe you're also offhanding Kelly's weapon as well.
Yeah, so you actually hear this at this point, right? Kelly doesn't go down like no human, right? Kelly goes down with a manly, like orc roar. This is like, you know, like that. But louder because I want to wake my wife right now. So
That's a good call.
But yeah, that's essentially what you hear right now. So either I'm winning or I'm losing.
Why are people on Discord hazing me about my fucking anime images folder? Come on, y'all. Come on.
I mean,
I literally have thousands of anime images. Give me a break. Where do you think these memes come from? I have to mine that currency. All right.
so
Agrim, what is your regular weapon? Can you even dual wield like this? Or is this Kingdom Hearts? Like,
does your scabbard have a sling on it, Henry?
It's a great sword. So it generally is like, I know it's like a meme, but there is no scabbard for a great sword. No.
you're just holding, you're monkey gripping the great sword.
Well, there is like a some sort of hook that I can hook it onto, right? But it's gravity held and it's attached. Like I have that hook, like on a leather strap that's on my.
Right,
person,
you're dragging this sword behind you. So what are you carrying, Agrim?
I probably imagine he has like the sword in like one hand, like dragging it, and then he's got his longbow in his other one. He's just.
You're not gonna be able to fire the longbow at the same time.
Oh, I know, but hearing his scream, I just be like, "Well, fuck."
I don't know why you guys didn't grab the one-handed hammer that I have and bring that. Like,
You had a hammer. You didn't say it.
Wait. I thought I grabbed the great sword and Agrim grabbed the hammer. Is that not right?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
I don't know.
I grabbed the great sword.
Isn't the great sword like a significant fraction of your body weight?
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. It's fine. You guys are heroes.
It's a great sword for a 7-foot tall orc.
Look,
And you're
if you're carrying the one-handed hammer, that's fine. You still can't shoot a longbow while holding it.
Yeah.
Just fire the great out of the longbow. Problem solved.
Yeah, this is fake Grand Order. You can
I mean,
fire anything out of a bow.
Great sword is 6 pounds, so I don't think it's too bad for him.
Isn't a halfling like 31 pounds?
I mean,
It's
it's
like
still a significant portion.
20% of his body weight.
I'm 80 pounds.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're a big halfling.
Yeah.
It's 6 pounds.
I don't want to halfling shame you, but okay.
It's like that big baby that some people
Don't
have. You know what I mean?
my character.
I'm not. Look,
Halfling.
I apologize.
That's
Hey, Grim. I'm sure it's all of the equipment weighing you down as well, right? Like,
Right.
So, can I?
if this ends with asking if you can fire the hammer out of the bow, the answer is no.
No. I'm not. Look, I might be an idiot, but I'm not stupid. Right?
What if I do it sideways?
Kill shot. No. Yeah.
You know, I have a longbow and I have a rubber mallet. Now I'm getting
No.
ideas. Anyway,
No.
Can I use movement, throw the hammer down, and take a pot shot at one of the guys by Daka?
Yes. Which one would you like to shoot at?
I will shoot at the one to his immediate left.
Okay.
Let's see, what's the penalty for shooting into melee? Is there one in?
I think there is a problem with shooting in a cover.
No, there is something about shooting into melee.
Look at us. All us noobs. Ooh, creature size, actions in combat, attack.
I'm sorry, I play Pathfinder.
Pretty sure you get. Pretty sure it's disadvantage to shoot into melee combat.
Unseen ranged attacks. Range attacks in close combat. There we go. Page 196. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. No, you're good.
Eric says shooting into melee converts +2 cover bonus to AC.
That was what I was going to get, so that sounds great. We'll go ahead and do that, and we can double check the other rules. There's the only problem is doing ranged attacks against someone who's directly next to you. So yeah, go ahead. Make your roll. Roll those dice. Show me the bones. You run up to the cave entrance. For you, it's comfortable, right? You're a dwarf. You're a mountain dwarf as well.
Yeah, I'm like 4 foot something.
It's fine. It's cozy, you know. Could be better. Obviously, not dwarven level craftsmanship here, but
yeah, very rough, very rough. Not that nice polish. There's no statues or plinths or like any gold embellishment.
It's not even smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
They might not have used any tools to shape this cave. This might be all natural.
They carved this with a spoon. So a normal roll.
Yep.
Send it. 18.
Yeah. That dude attacking Daka, he takes your longbow shot through the eye and falls back dead immediately.
Oh.
Meow, meow, meow. Daka, what do you want to do?
I guess too close. Like I could take a shot, but is that disadvantage from here?
Yes, if you want to fire. You can try to step away from him, but that will provoke an opportunity attack.
And disengage is an action, so
Yes.
I can back out to that. But okay,
That is the danger of being a ranged character who runs in first.
it's true.
But you wanted to save your friend
Yeah, if you want to disengage, you got to be a rogue because you get that as
from
a
this
bonus
clear
action.
ambush.
Yeah.
What weapons do I have?
If you have
Keep in mind that swapping weapons is also like a bonus action.
Unless I
believe.
drop.
Unless you've changed it, standard ranger weapon is a longbow and then 2 short swords.
Yeah, I got 2 daggers.
You want to drop the bow? Dagger time?
Fucking
Yeah.
dagger his ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh,
dagger time.
oh.
Show me how real men
Dagger,
fuck.
go dagger, go. Go
I've
dagger,
got
go dagger,
finesse.
go.
Finesse weapons, which I think I'm proficient in.
As a ranger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hazing on Discord will not stop. My life is over now.
I mean, I don't know, hit him in the face or something.
you are proficient with simple and martial weapons.
So daggers are what, simple weapons? So yeah. it would-
I believe daggers are simple weapons. Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. Can I?
They wouldn't give you a weapon if you weren't proficient with it.
Yeah,
by the
that
way.
would be super weird.
And dual wield. Can I dual wield at this? I have
No.
2 of them.
You can, you just take it.
Offhand takes a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't get you don't. So the offhand, you get like an inherent proficiency bonus for your level. So your offhand doesn't get that proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you get level 3, you can pick up 2 weapon fighting as a fighting style.
Yeah.
Let's see.
here. Yes, I have 2 of them, so I may as well try to ask if I can multi. But
2 weapon fighting. Let's see here.
I think it's just a negative to hit for your offhand.
No, you just don't get the proficiency. Yeah.
Okay, somebody's saying offhand weapon just doesn't get the stat bonus to damage. The rest of
All right. So I guess when you make an attack, you make an attack with both weapons, or is that a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to use your offhand.
Okay, so that's what it is. There we go.
I don't know if I have bonus actions as a first level.
You do.
No,
You
you
always
do.
have a
Everyone
bonus
does.
action.
Yeah.
So what it means is you basically have to use your full turn to swap daggers and then attack with both of them.
Sure.
All right.
So here's
Who
the
knows
first
what
one.
Rad is about to send me? So
Oof. That's a sexy roll. I like it. By the way, Askren,
Oh yeah.
all right, here you go, Henley.
huh?
Rad made some fan art of you. I don't always drink tea, but when I do, it's from a tiny ass cup.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get this on stream.
Beautiful. I think
like
it got posted in chat.
I like it.
I don't
It's in
always
chat.
drink tea, but when I do... Look, we can always count on Raddosaurus for the memes.
best.
I like it.
But the way I see it is
All
that's
right.
a normal size cup.
Here's the thing, Daka. You don't need
It's a
that
mug.
second weapon attack
Yeah,
because
that's what
tell me how you murdered this dude. What is your dagger fighting style?
I just
stab.
like I have my bow from my previous shot, so like it's just the bow, and then kind of like throw the bow in the guy's face, reach into my cloak, pull out two, and just kind of like slash, like neck style.
Okay.
I thought
And
you
he's
were
like, what?
slowly shoving it into his neck, like,
Saving Private Ryan.
yeah.
No, well, he's distracted by my bow getting flicked at his face. Got like two fucking
His buddy did just get shot in the face as well, so I might have.
yeah, true. He's all kinds of distracted, so his neck is
The subtitles say draconic gurgling.
yeah. Something about humans smelling really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, did this pop out? Wrong size now. All right, so here's the deal.
Was it killed by a human?
Look, for the rest of you, you watch in horror. Finley, you haven't even gotten, so I guess you don't even see this. Akram, you can barely see the kobolds leap on top of Kelly's body and begin eviscerating him. Daka, you pretty much have full and complete view of it with your dark vision. It's not good. Kelly, you feel yourself being... It's warm as you die. It's super warm, and then it's cold. And then all of a sudden...
I would appreciate a music change, Arthur. This
I
is
know,
not
I'm stopping.
putting
I'm
the mood-
Yeah, wait.
I'm stopping it. I was working on it, man.
Do I still not get a turn?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Moments later, all of you wake up. You're on a flat marble surface. Around you is all of your equipment. You're
I
in...
wake up like this, Arthur. Get off me, you shit-smelling...
There's nothing in the room with you.
Yeah. Okay.
All of you have a headache. It's painful. And Finley, you have no idea what the fuck just happened. You like literally have no idea what's going on. But obviously, none of you have any idea what's going on. After some time, you all find yourselves equipped, and you head outside. As you pass through the door, it disappears behind you, and the four of you are standing out in front of the mountain with the moon out at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So all of us but Finley? Like,
Nope, Finley's there too. He just didn't see...
No, I mean, he's here, but I'm saying as far as...
He didn't see Kelly die.
Okay, so, you know, we remember, like, last thing we remember is the combat happening.
Yep.
Does anybody... What the hell?
Well, so what exactly happened there?
I'm pretty sure I've never met you guys aside from that weird dream I had.
Well, I quite remember you.
I remember I shot a guy in the face. He stabbed a guy in the face. And then we were here. Somebody was yelling like a little bitch.
It kind of sounds like we had a shared dream.
Or a nightmare.
By the way, my name is Kelly. It's a pleasure to meet you all for the first time.
You're Kelly. He's Finley. That's right.
Right.
And then,
We've done this
God.
before.
yeah, I'm getting a serious sense of deja vu. What in the hell happened?
We've done this before. We were supposed to be after some kobolds.
Daka,
Yeah.
in the distance, you see the same place you saw last time. Lantern that suddenly raises up in height and begins moving towards you, bobbing through the swamp.
Do I remember his name, or did we ever get his name?
Did you get his name?
I don't remember, so probably not.
I don't think we did.
I'll just
No,
like
no, here.
Do I still have my daggers in my hand, or are they like they were already in
No,
my
so when you woke up, you had to re-equip yourself. You woke up in like a
Okay.
white robe.
So I'll just like stride over to the guy, expecting like him to recognize us.
Who's there? What are you doing out here? It's dangerous. So stop right there. Don't come any closer.
My name is Daka. This is Kelly, Finley, and Askren.
What are you doing out this late? It's dangerous here.
We've met before.
We've been here before. You gave us beer
And tea.
and tea.
That does sound like something I do, but I've never seen you before.
Tiny little cups. Real tiny little cups.
Very tiny cups.
How do you know about the size of my cups?
They're quite large cups.
So it wasn't.
Did
a dream?
he send you?
Do you... Wait a minute. You know a man named Rourke?
I do know a man named Rourke. Do you know
Okay,
a man
what-
named Roniak?
No,
That's not familiar.
I don't.
Huh.
That doesn't seem familiar.
I'll point back behind me. I'm like, that is the mountain of the Black Worm where we just woke up. And I point over there. That way is Flemia.
Yes, those are true things.
You told us that. You told me that.
I've never told you that before. I've never met you before.
Oh, we've met, sir. For sure.
Is this some sort of like weird wizard trick? Are you a wizard? Is that what's happening here?
This is what happens when you say that to him. He goes, shit! Then he flings his hand out. And in slow motion, as all of you like put your hands up, there's like a wave of icicles that come from him out of the ground. And then another wave that gets closer and closer to all of you. You all get impaled by icicles and die.
Wait, we don't get dexterity saves here?
It's like 12d6 damage, man.
Jesus.
I guess technically, Kelly, you live through the process. Everyone
Yeah,
else
I'm just like-
dies.
It was like, I fucking knew it.
All of you wake up again on the marble slabs.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. If one of us dies, we all die.
All right, so
You all meet out in front of the mountain once again. It's 3 a.m.
Yes.
The moon's out.
I'm getting real tired of putting my pants on.
if we see another lantern light, let's not accuse him of being a wizard, all right? Let's just,
I
carry
got a
on.
great idea. Why don't we just go away from here?
Right,
That was my thinking.
right. Let's head back to what we're supposed to do.
I agree.
Should we contact this Rourke person first? If he didn't recognize us, if we show up with or without the girl knowing all about it, Rourke will have us killed.
Well, if we show up with the girl, we'll just be heroes and won't have to really explain much, will
He
we?
never gave us the job.
I think we should bring Rorik with us.
Daka, in the distance, you see a lantern begin approaching towards you that raises up suddenly. Who's
Shit,
there?
This is Fuzz. Scat.
I'm gonna go stealth.
Yep, stealth.
All right.
I'm stealth.
Askren?
Yeah, sure. I'll try it.
All right, group stealth roll. Group stealth roll, that's a
Oh my
fail.
God. Oh my god, my good
Success,
one.
success.
19.
I don't stealth.
Interesting. What do you do?
I walk up and I'm saying, "Hail."
Are you out here alone?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing out here? It's dangerous.
I'm an adventurer. That's kind of what we do.
Are you poaching?
Do I look like I have game on me?
Did someone send you out here?
No. I'm actually surprised that there's another person out here, to be completely honest with you.
Well, this is the ends of the earth.
Strange bedfellows, then, huh? Listen, I'll stay clear of you. You stay clear of me. Is that cool?
Okay, just don't interrupt my gathering.
I say, of course. Yeah, go about your ways.
And don't follow me.
I have no intention of understanding where you get your mushrooms or any of the sort.
He suddenly pivots back towards you and says, "How did you know I'm a mushroom gatherer?"
What else do hermits eat?
Right. Yes, mushrooms. Do you know a man named Roniak?
I don't tend to consort with humans. That sounds like a human name.
Okay. We're good here. He goes to cover the lantern and then heads back out into the swamps.
Okay.
I'll come back out once he's clear from us, and I'll say to Kelly, Roniak, that's not a name we've heard before.
No.
He mentioned it right before he stabbed us with icicles.
Perhaps we should just leave before he hears us talking about him.
Well, I'm being quiet.
Walk and talk then.
All right.
So, I would like to head back to that town, Arthur.
Okay, yeah. You've got 2 rangers that have already traveled this exact path at this exact time. As you travel the path, you come across the giant boar once again. What would you like to do?
I'll look at Kelly and be like, I'm going to stay behind you this time.
Okay.
I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time, which was to stealth and flank.
Yep.
Arthur, I'm curious, with these fights, if we do the exact same things again,
This is an XP farm?
is it an XP farm? Yeah.
At the point where you would not gain significant experience, then it will not be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you're like 6th level, this will be a nothing encounter to you. You'll be able to throw a knife and kill it instantly.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm sorry, were you saying something, Atomic? All right, I thought I saw your mouth moving, but you're muted. Okay. All right, so the plan is, Finley, you're going to try to stealth again?
Yeah, basically what I did last time.
Okay, yes.
Go into that little,
that is what you did last time.
Alcove or whatever, stealthily, using the giant blades of grass to hide me.
All right, make your stealth roll.
I didn't have to last time.
Yes, you did.
He did.
You did.
Right,
I have the chat logs and the video logs to prove it.
20.
Yeah, you make it into that alcove, no problem. What about the rest of you?
I'm staying at the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back here.
Kelly?
Okay. I will do that.
All right. You guys openly approach. The 2 of you follow Kelly, who just, if I recall, unslings his greatsword and begins walking towards the giant boar.
Yep.
Let's make initiative rolls. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, that's not bad. It's not a 1. That's good. Do we have initiative on this page somewhere?
I'm putting it up now.
Okay.
11.
Just a casual 11.
It's a casual 11.
It's casual 19. MBD. No big deal. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and let Daka go first. Ikram. Previously, you got wrecked. You were spotted by this thing and it charged you. However, this time around, you're acting faster than it. What do you want to do?
I believe last time I tripped ass over tea kettle trying to stealth in a bush.
Yeah. You've learned from your mistakes.
Yes. When in doubt, attack. I'm just going to shoot at it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Suppressing fire.
What is your bow firing style, right? Are you just wildfire? Are you trying to get 3 arrows on at once? Or are you the Japanese samurai where you've learned the one way to hit the bullseye perfectly, and now you just need to recreate that step every time? What are we looking at?
Very, very much like, bow is, tilted over, 45 degrees. Get a good lineup. Exhale. let it fly.
Okay, like more like Hawkeye than either of those extremes.
It's kind of like a marksman with like a rifle or something. Just take a second, make sure you hit the first target. Or not.
I just want to see a marksman who's shooting a rifle at 45 degrees.
That's a thing. That's a thing in 3-gun. I'll link you some videos.
All right. I will look forward to seeing them. Yeah, you go to make a firing at this. The angle throws it off a bit. You physically hit the boar, but its hide is so thick and the angle is so terrible that it just slides along the side of the boar, and it turns to look at you and begins snuffing. Daka, this boar almost killed you last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, that sounds like something that someone who almost died to a boar would do.
Yep.
Good call.
Damn, guys.
You too fire, and you physically hit the boar, but you just can't get through the thick, blubbery hide. It gets tangled up in the hair and the fat and doesn't even cut it.
I hit it in the hindquarters last time. That's what was.
Yeah. Well, I was running too, so it was super stretched out. Finley, would you like to make an attack as it goes past you?
Yeah.
Very well. Go ahead.
The subtitles say halfling screeching.
How do I? Oh, there it is.
Hey! All right.
Oh,
Wait, you got a 0 on your crit? Your crit's wrong.
Yeah,
Your
my
crit's
crit's wrong.
So, what is your damage dice? So roll another 1d8.
Well, it should just be 8, right?
No, it
No,
doesn't
no.
deal maximum. It deals an extra D8.
All right.
Extra D8,
and all right, so roll 1d8. All right, so,
All right,
4.
so 10
also,
damage.
because I'm stealth, I get an extra d6.
Okay, sneak attack.
Roll /1d6.
The slash is in the wrong place.
Huh?
/R.
Oh,
Slash R.
slash roll. Right? There we go.
Let me fix your sheet real
All right,
quick.
so we got
14 points of damage?
Yeah,
I'll fix your sheet for your weapons here. Just give me a sec.
thank you.
You pop out, and as this thing is running by, you stab it right in the hab quarters, exactly where Daka shot it previously, and it keeps running. Your rapier kind of gets stuck in there and tears out a huge chunk. The whole boar goes down and slides until it stops right at Kelly's boot.
Oh,
I put my boot on its head as it
Just
comes
like
up.
last time. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's dying. It has taken a mortal wound.
Yeah, it's like, I do the exact same thing that I did last time, and it's just like, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I feel that weird like deja vu thing now.
right, but except this time I did something.
Yeah, I guess it isn't deja vu. Huh.
I pat my stomach. I'm like, I didn't get gored.
Mm.
Right.
Hold on. Those humans we met before. They said they were hunting some boar that's head worth 100 gold.
They were lying.
They could have been lying.
As much as it pains me to say, I think I agree with you.
Which one?
I have no interest in selling any of this shit, but I will
just to be
take
clear, you guys have seen other boars of this size on your adventures, right? I described when you were traveling. This boar isn't special compared to other giant boars. It's just a very, very large boar.
It's just the dire boars.
So I don't care about the rest of the stuff. I'm just going to take the meat now, Arthur, because we can use meat to eat. But the rest of the selling stuff, I have no interest in selling.
Make a survival check.
Right.
Okay. Am I going to get help from Askren again?
Then yes.
Okay, so advantage.
Yes. I guess the two of you strip down to just your waists, and then it plays everybody's working for the weekend as you guys set about gutting this boar. 20. Yeah, you walk away with 2 gold pieces worth of meat as you get the finest selection of haunches.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, let's make a deal. We're not selling this meat, okay?
Right, we should keep it for food.
I prefer to eat things. Yeah.
Quite tasty.
Okay. Oh, and then I'll just kick dirt on the rest of it so that no one else can take the rest of the game. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
That's rough.
Yo, I killed the fuck out of that boar. I just want to say.
You did.
Yeah,
Sneak damage is good, man. Like,
Oh,
especially when you can start doing sneak attacks from behind
Oh yeah.
enemies when I'm dealing with them. So.
And then once you get to where you can like disengage as like a bonus action or whatever.
Yeah.
Stealth or whatever. Like
I've never played a rogue before, so that was fun. Anyway.
You can get up to some shenanigans with a rogue.
All right.
What are you doing?
So wait, are we actually going back to the town, or are we going?
Yeah, we'll go back to the town. We won't talk to the lady. I don't think there's necessary need to redo all the conversations, right? But
we don't need any healing now, so.
yeah. We will buy the hooded lamp again.
Wait. You arrive at the town. You are met by the young girl, Belle, who stops you. Right. This time, the townspeople are not as frightened because Daka is not covered in a huge amount of blood. Mm-hmm. They are suspicious of you, but Belle is still annoying. Rorik approaches, and this time he seems more open to your presence. Hello there, travelers.
Hey,
the name's Rorik.
How's it going?
Hello, Rorik.
We all just hello, Rorik.
Responded very quickly to that. Well, can I ask your purpose here? I haven't seen you around.
Wait. I mean, we've met before. I mean, come on.
Have we?
Don't be like this. Yeah.
There's a girl, there's some kobolds.
It's complicated. There might be some...
So he looks around and says, are you the adventuring party from Bondurakt?
That's right.
I see.
I like lean in and like, are we?
Right.
May as well be.
Yeah,
Very well. I just need to see your papers.
Well, they don't like us traveling with papers because
actually we left in such a hurry that the urgency of the
as you're saying this, he's drawing his greatsword.
Right. No, so they don't like us traveling with papers because papers can fall into the wrong hands.
He stops and gets into a stance and then takes a deep breath and says, if you're going to lie to me, you're going to need a better lie than that.
No.
Who are you people?
So I'm going to use my persuasion skill.
To persuade him of what?
To persuade him that they did not give us walking papers because...
That is a lie that he will never believe.
Why?
Yeah.
The way that adventuring works in this world.
You're the way adventuring works.
Yes, that is correct.
Shit.
So what's happening is he's edging towards Belle to put himself between her and the rest of you.
All right. Here's what I do. I turn my back to him and I say to the party, look, I trust this human. Let's just tell him. And I turn around and I'm like, maybe a quiet space, yes? To talk, I mean.
Put your weapons down. I have a place where we can talk.
My weapon's not out. You're the one that pulled yours.
I sincerely hope it's not...
No, I mean, he literally is asking you guys to disarm.
Yeah. Sincerely hope it's not the inn and bar. That woman hates me. I'll probably cloak down like people think I'm a devil worshiper.
I don't think she'd automatically think you're a devil worshiper. You do Liliana a disservice.
She did last time.
She does hate you.
Yes. That is no secret around these parts.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter where we talk.
Put your weapons down, friends.
Would you, as long as I keep my hands where you can see them, can I...
Well, go. Get the militia. And then he, gives her a mule kick.
All right. And I put my shit on the ground.
Are we just going to leave it here? It's important stuff, so...
Someone will keep a watch over it.
All right.
I look around. I was like, fine. I'm keeping my fishing pole, though. Sentimental.
That's fine. Agram, Daka, do you disarm?
Yeah.
I'll put on a gun. All right, well, you probably ain't gonna believe this shit
Okay, so once all of your weapons are on the ground, he resheathes his greatsword and then gestures for you to follow him to the weird manor with statuary and art outside that he was at before, and says, "This is my manor. I have a secure location inside where we can do some questioning." He opens the door and leads you inside. Is very Spartan on the inside. Everything that you'd come to expect from someone who basically lives on the road and doesn't ever spend time at home. But he leads you into what's clearly a jail cell.
Can we at least get some of that chicken? I know you got.
I didn't know that my chicken recipe was famous outside of Flemia. Get in the jail cell and I will prepare for you a lunch. And then we'll talk.
What are we being charged with? Why must we be in a jail cell?
Lying to an officer of the peace.
Well,
I mean, look, there's a lot. Okay, just get the box.
Daka just gets in the. He's the first. He's already sitting on the bench. I'm like, I just want some chicken, man.
The dwarf is just trying to just get this shit show on the road. He's like, this is box.
Kelly?
Just.
I sort of look at him as like, I trusted you the last time. I hope you won't break that.
I don't know what that means. Get in the goddamn jail cell.
Look, it's complicated. I'll explain. Get in the jail cell, please. And I'll just like wait, and then I'll just shut the door myself. I'm like,
all right.
All right. Just to be clear, he locks it so that you guys can't later be like, we opened the door, we just leave.
I use my lock-picking tools to open it now.
He comes back. He comes back about 10 minutes later with 4 plates of chicken with beans and corn.
Have you got any salt?
We
you
do.
Need salt. Salt ruins meals.
I got plenty of. Oh, you mean it?
So he brings out like a glass jar with a twisty top and sprinkles some salt on yours, Finley.
Oh, thank you.
Mason jars, the universal southern storage container.
It's the one place in the whole world where you might find salt on a regular basis. You're lucky.
Does he like pull up a stool on the other side of the door or something?
Yeah.
All right, I'll scooch up a seat.
Now,
probably don't. Room.
Why don't you tell me why you're trying to impersonate Adventuring Guild members, and why you'd come up with such a poor lie?
I mean, I didn't come up with shit. Look, he's weird.
It's a halfling.
Let me start with the first question. Are you all together?
Like romantically? No.
No, that I don't. I have no interest in knowing about your sexuality.
We are linked by common, uncommon circumstances.
That sounds about right.
You're going to need to explain that one further.
Right. So, from the beginning, I want to explain to him, like, our first encounter with him, and then the things that we know that we probably shouldn't know, as far as, like, the girl, the kobolds, the black worm, whatever the hell.
I want to point out that technically half of those things, if you were a regular resident of the world, you would already know. But yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion roll here to see if he believes you. Askren lays it out. I mean, if you're helping, how do you help?
Well, I mean, I can certainly help by regaling him with my charismatic tale of how we met him the first time.
Yeah.
And
I could also
back up like what Askren is saying to him.
Yeah.
You know, like,
if you say we've been here before, and like we can both attest that we went to the shop, I can tell him exactly what the book's titles were. And
I can describe the town. I've walked around this town before. All that.
All right.
And if he still doesn't believe any of that, Arthur,
yeah,
I can talk to him about his fighting style.
All right. You get advantage on this, so you get 220 rolls. 18. You already know that this tale is hard to swallow.
Yes.
What you're saying is unusual in the extreme. But it would sound like you are linked by some cursed fate.
Can we show him the tattoo that we all have?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It would seem I already suggested that you visit the Sandorian Royal Academy of Magic's Occult Club. But now I must offer that advice twice.
I think I'd rather kill a few kobolds first, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was our plan, but you needed help saving the girl. And that's, kind of where we started down, and then somehow ended up back at this whole shit show again.
So it's the blacksmith's daughter, right?
Yes.
She's missing?
Yes. Can I trust you all to handle this situation?
Of course.
Just out of curiosity, let's say we go through all this stuff again with you. Is there anything we can say that you would inherently just believe us from the beginning? Some sort of piece of information that only you know about, and it's weird that we would know about it, so our story must be true. That sort of thing.
So he stands up from the chair and says, "There is such a thing. A piece of information I have never told anyone before. But I don't know if I would want to share it with you, for it is my greatest shame."
They could write it down.
You murdered Liliana's father, right?
Indeed, I did.
Hmm.
And more
Yeah,
than
we
her
already-
father, several of the men in this village have all perished at my responsibility.
We've heard about you killing your father, though. Like, we've heard this.
You told us this last time.
I know.
And it doesn't sound like it's inherently unknown, because Liliana seemed to know about it as well.
The reason is the thing that is not known.
Well, then what's the reason?
So he turns to face away from all of you,
He's
And
doing
then-
that human thing again.
takes a dramatic pose.
These rocks show up from nowhere. He climbs them.
Cape
A
Rock.
window busts open, wind comes through.
You know, I feel like his scarves actually do ruffle slightly inside of his own mansion next to the jail
Yeah.
cell on the very interior.
It is known.
I will tell you the tale then of my past. I was once known as Sir Rorik of Flemia, or more correctly, Sir Rorik Flemia. This village bore my name, for I was its overseer and caretaker, assigned by the Count. I performed much the same tasks as I did this day, protecting and guiding the village, but I was also its, well, I was its Liliana. However, the call came one year that we must serve our 40 days on the front lines for the king. And so I took the men of this village with me and the militia. We traveled to the front lines. As I'm sure you probably have suspected, I was once a paladin, a man of great power and oaths.
4th level, right?
No, I was much higher ranking than that.
It's our inside joke that you probably don't. Anyway, yeah.
You're right, I wouldn't get it. I don't reverse time, or whatever's happening to you. Normally, a paladin does not know fear. And as such, I had made an oath to all of my men on the battlefield that I would never run. You have seen my specific combat style, Kelly. Strikes with a weapon of that length do not make for close combat. I would charge in alone, and the rest of the men, bearing closer range, would surround me in order to protect me and allow me to fight small units at a time, while they would hold their line and simply attempt to survive. And so I had made an oath to them that I would never flee, because if I would, they would be overrun and they would die. But that day in the war, I encountered something that filled me with terror. A beast. 8 feet tall. It looked like a horse. But where it would have a snout, it instead had bone. And where there was nothing, now there were wings, like a bat. And upon its back rode the general of the enemy forces. A wicked man. I know not his name even now, but he had eyes like ice, and death followed him wherever he went. Simply looking at him filled my men and myself with fear, and I fled the battlefield.
I stand up if I was sitting, and I walk up to him and it's like, "You're a fucking coward."
You're correct. That day I fled my duty, and because I had broken my oath, I lost my powers. But even now, I have not fallen into evil, and so I have not become a blackguard. And so I live a fraction of what I once was.
You know, if you were in my squadron and you did this, I would mark you permanently on the forehead as such.
He just stares at you.
I go back to the back of the cell and lean against the wall, and it's like, "So what will you do now, human? Will you let us out?"
I will. The militia will bring your equipment. I must go to Bondaroct. The village has business there. I trust you to head out along the path you already know, to find these kobolds and bring back the girl.
Should be easier this time. We know their tricks.
That we do. That we do.
But we've got the experience. We quite well know what we're up against.
He puts the key in the lock and opens the jail cell.
Yeah, I just leave his manor. You know, I'm not surprised a human like yourself doesn't have what it takes to stand up in battle. You might put on airs, but you're never going to be a true warrior.
Perhaps one day you will see that beast and its master, and we will see if you can stand against it any better than I did. I truly wish you luck.
It seems like we're going to run this loop again, and I won't be able to trust you until I can trust you. Come with us and help us fight these kobolds, and maybe you'll get some of that trust back.
I apologize, but there is much to be done. You know exactly where the girl is.
No, we don't. We did not see her.
You don't.
We found the kobolds. Found a
We
secret
found that they
room.
are. Yes, they are hiding a lot. And they were very willing to throw down.
Then you know that I must go to the Green Kobold Den. Because if she's not there, she'll be at the Green Kobold Den. I will travel with you, but we must split.
I think it's best if you travel alone.
I agree. We know the way. It'll be quicker for both of us.
Fine. I'm used to being on my own anyway.
Maybe we can get there before they put up that whatever the fuck wall.
Yeah, I just collect my belongings,
Yeah.
and I will wait at the gate to this town.
Gosh, I
wherever that
feel
might
like
be.
this whole scene was animated with like a slightly gray tone to everything. Very different than the first time around.
I don't like cowards.
All right. I feel like this is a good stopping point for this episode. I know it's a little early, but
We could get to the place because I think we'll
I'm
need to
good.
like tactics a little bit before we.
What you can
Yeah,
do
I mean,
is tactics during the week.
yeah, we can figure that
Yeah,
out.
we're at a good stopping point. We're good here. We're good
Sure.
here. The good news is that everybody gets 45 experience points.
Yay!
So how much of this comes from us learning about our circumstances and stuff?
Which part?
The XP.
Some of the XP was story related, but most of it was from murdering. None
And
of
what
it
about-
came from learning about your circumstances.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so we managed to go through not one but two loops this episode. And
Stupid wizard.
probably
Fuck
you
him.
had the shortest loop possible, dying instantly to the crazy old
An
wizard.
even shorter loop would be me waking up and strangling someone.
You walk outside. Kelly's got his blade perfectly positioned for where Finley walks out, and Finley slices his own neck off.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm also not wearing pants in that one because
You,
I was on.
you loop
dark mode.
infinitely with Kelly trying to camp the entrances.
I like this point. He's just like fuck the pants and just forgets them. He's walking around with just like half plate and just no pants.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Chainmail dangling against my hairs. Oof. Yeah.
It's the one
Rough.
timeline that actually works out, and you're like, Kelly the pantsless spawn killer.
Yeah.
The pants were first all along. Damn it.
Well, yeah, a bunch of stuff that was implied the first time around came out this episode. I thought that was pretty interesting. About Rorik, about the crazy old man in the woods who isn't so crazy but is super paranoid.
And crazy.
That dude's had bad trips. You can just tell. Like,
He's got a lot going on.
yeah.
Man, that climb to 300 XP is going to be rough.
All you guys got to do is get through one significant combat.
I feel like once we're done with those kobolds, we'll be there.
Here's
Yeah.
what we do. We put Kelly in the tunnel. Everybody else just pops up, shoots, goes back there. Pops up, just game the shit out of it.
Oh, you're
I
going
love
to do
that-
that thing? Right. You do that thing that Bollywood does where people show up and suddenly they have 8 arms, but instead it's just 3 crossbows pointed over his shoulder.
I love the idea, by the way, that we camp in the exact same spot and we set a trap for these fucking hunters that show up, and we're just like, yeah, like I love the idea that we do that, and we just farm them for XP.
You want to do that for next time?
You see the hunters, and then all of a sudden, just tree branch and wow, just knocks them out. High fives all around.
Something to think about during the week if you guys want to do your homework and discuss that.
Welcome to New Game Plus, and this is Jackass.
And here's your homework.
Pants.
Oh. Wow, that was an episode.
That
Here,
was
I
an
thought you
episode.
guys were gonna make it through. I didn't know that Henley would disarm and then force his way into the. Kelly.
Well, here's the thing. I rolled a insight, and the insight told me that they were to be trusted. So
Yeah, I know. I get
so,
it.
I play characters the way they're meant to be played, not metagamey. So
Yeah. I'm not blaming anybody. I thought it was a great ending.
Yeah.
Kelly going down, being stabbed in the gut repeatedly by things the size of children.
Look, I shot at least. Look, all this is confirming that children are terrible. That's all I've learned from this.
What you know is that life is awful, and your slowly stacking insanity penalties are beginning now.
I did get to shoot somebody in the face. So,
That's true. If you follow us on Discord, which you can do by going to twitch.tv/APGamingREAL and typing !Discord, you can keep track of the death chart that I just posted. We're in playthrough 3. Who knows what could happen next? Technically, Kelly didn't die in the second playthrough because of his half-orchidness.
That's true.
The rest of you got smoked instantly, though.
So,
I mean,
I guess-
I killed a thing, but, you know.
I guess in the timelines where everybody dies equally, whatever, we all get the same.
Well, no, I mean, if you don't die, you just get reset back. So
Well,
I think that-
If you are not the person to die, you get a very small counter number. If you are the person to die, you get a larger number.
Yeah, but if say 3 out of 4 of us die, we all get that.
Yes. We'll find out more when one of you hits a threshold. It'll be great.
Quick question.
Yes.
Where do we go to soulbound some cart nuts so they live?
That is... You would need to get... You would need to create the idea of cart nuts. Then you would need to get someone to enchant cart nuts in such a way that they could be soulbound.
or just be a level 3 fighter.
Now, look, if you really want to do this, right, you get a diagram of how to make cart nuts, and then you soulbind that, and you just sell it every time. You're like, look at this. This is a sweet diagram for some really saleable material. Over here, you can see all of our calculations about marketability.
Yep. There we go.
These are the exact places to sell it because we've sold them there before.
Yeah, you got to target the Orlesian merchant crowd.
And then 6 months later, you just see a cart that's got wheels way too big for it. It's about 4 feet off the ground. And it's got a cart that's just dangling underneath it.
All right, let's do some outros.
Welcome to real life.
Yeah,
Welcome.
We're back in real life. Speaking of real life, let's talk to Spootnik.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what is up?
Not much. This was a fun session. I killed a thing, so I felt useful. That's always good.
All right.
nice outro.
Yeah, I don't know. I hang out on Twitch sometimes. Spootnik71. You can find my channel, and my Twitter is Spootnik_71. You can follow me there for random thoughts of nonsense.
All right, Drumurboy, why don't you tell us about you?
Hey, I make a bunch of music. If you want to hear some music, you can go to Drumurboy on Spotify. So I guess it's just search Drumurboy on Spotify. You'll find me. If you want some custom overlays and alerts, nerdordie.com. I'm the sound contractor there. Yeah, I play Thief on the weekends. If you want to see the rebooted Thief and see my thoughts having played through all the Thief games back to back to back and like connecting threads and seeing where threads just kind of disappear, you can do that. Yeah, that's it.
Atomikspoon.
Everybody.
Within like 10 seconds of saying that you would, you immediately sent me articles about firing at a 45-degree angle.
Look, man, I told you, it's a 3-gun, it's a competition thing, so you can have like a 4X and then like 1X, and
It's like Metal Gear Solid 3, where she's firing the gun sideways, and it's like bandit shooting. The recoil causes the gun to spray sideways faster. And I was like, oh god, that technically is a thing, but it's so horrific to look at.
at least in competition, it actually has a use. It's not just like some ball ninja shit. So, brother, it's good to play some D&D with everybody. I'm Atomikspoon on Twitch and the Atomikspoon on Twitter. I play Warcraft on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm here on Wednesdays, and then other stuff. Well, whatever. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll be there.
Henley, I really liked how you guys were mildly respectful of Rourke the first time around, and now you think he's a huge piece of shit. And not just that, but you want to make sure he knows it so you can step in him and then spread him all over the cow pasture.
Well, I mean, you know, there's only a couple of things that Kelly respects in this world, right? And, you know, he saw him the first time around as like someone who is skilled and, you know, honorable. And this time around, it's not the case, right? Like, and he's proven that. And the good thing about this is like Kelly's always going to keep that impression of him until he does something otherwise, right? To redeem himself. So This is kind of like the best part about this game is that we can investigate these sorts of things and get a better opinion of people, if we really wanted to. But I think our priority right now is to make it so that we don't have garbage HP.
Yeah.
So
I love that you say that, and yet the guy at the very beginning, you're like, fuck that guy, avoid him. Don't go do anything with him.
Well, I didn't like him the first time around either. So like,
yeah, and then when he rolled 12d6 and then fucked us all over, it's like, yeah, just fuck that. We'll just go around him.
And I really like this game world that you've set up because it's inherently fun to just shit on humans the entire time.
Of course. I told you that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
You were like, how do people feel about humans? And I was like, they're kind of the butt of jokes.
Well, I was telling AP, I was like, I kind of want to go dwarf just so we don't have any humans for the memes, and I'm glad it did.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying too because humans are really, really good at first level due to the extra feet and shit. But like, whatever, fuck humans.
Don't you have to be a variant human in order to get that or something?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, variant.
Yeah, I'm not big into that.
You still get 2+1s to 2 stats instead of +1 to everything. This should be good.
I mean, look, yeah, humans are always going to be a strong option in a game written by humans about humans. But
in my case, I always like to think of humans as like the generic, like safe option, right? And that's kind of reflected in this game a little bit. So
yeah, that's how Fallout 4 works.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dave. I ex-professional streamer. Now, managing director of a publishing company here in Poland for indie games. So that's what I do most of the time now. But I have about 2,000 to 3,000 hours worth of archived D&D content, like high quality shit too, like stuff I am super proud of. So if you want to go check that out, Hensicle on YouTube. My Twitch is Henley. I will attempt to try and work out a good streaming time for me, which is probably going to be early mornings in European time because, that's just how it works. But we'll see. It really depends. Like right now, we are in the middle of so much work. We got to release basically like 10 more games before December this year. So I got a lot of shit to do. Basically, and it's very time consuming and brain numbing and stuff like that. So the last thing I want to do is come home and, because streaming, you have to not be yourself. Basically, you have to be a personality of yourself, and it's draining. It really is draining. Most people who don't stream don't know that, but like if you do it full time, you have to be the best version of yourself for all the time that you're alive. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So yeah, it's very tough for me to do, but I still wanted to keep doing role-playing stuff, so that's why I'm here. But yeah, that's me.
Man, I was going to cut in with so many jokes. I'm going to let them pass, though.
No, please, joke.
No, I'm good. I'm Arthur Perkins. If you want to talk about anime, you can hop on Discord anytime. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Mm-hmm. You should give him an extreme amount of shit for the titty drop that he dropped today. So
look. That was just regular anime titties, okay? I'm pretty sure at some point today I was like, I'm going to go on the Azure Lane board, and there was like, oh, fuck, there's a shit ton of really good art here.
Still titty drop.
Oh fuck, did we just lose somebody?
Spooty. Yeah,
all right. We lost Spooty again. Well, we're right at the end here. I'm just going to go ahead and host somebody. Everybody's now a different name, I guess. That's how life works. Right. I like the part where Kelly is now played by Drumurboy, though.
That's a meme I would watch.
Drumurboy with slightly green skin and 2 big ass tusks. I would. I'd see that fan art. Yeah. Make it happen, chat. Gosh, I'm so tired.
Do a crossover, Kratos, Kelly Toast.
Look, gonna be a long day tomorrow. We got some mold to get rid of here. So.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, right? Are you
I don't know. I gotta figure out whether I still have a studio tomorrow.
I hope it's just sheetrock and not actually like.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
Theoretically, Henley will be back tomorrow night for BattleTech.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna have to do some weird tango shit. But that's okay, because Henley can dance, which is also a noun and a pronoun now.
I heard that's why he's married. So.
Yeah. But I'm really excited for this game. It's one of those games that I can really sink my teeth into, and you can sort of. Here's the thing: like these sorts of games were like normally you have to sort of play the mechanics a lot more, but with this particular game, you can just be a character, right? And intrinsically become more paranoid as you get further on, because like I think D&D is really bad at like instituting paranoia in players like from the very beginning, and it kind of rewards paranoid play, which is really, really boring in my opinion, right? Like, so the fact that, you know, I can play a half orc that like runs into battle and dies and then reflects on his mistakes is really, really cool. Like I really appreciate that aspect of the game. So
I will make sure that the first disorder that you were inflicted with is paranoia. Just to
table or something like
just
that
to minimize the amount of fun that you're having.
Oh, thanks.
Theoretically, we'll be back next week as long as I'm not using a flamethrower in order to clear my house out. Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Have a good night then. We'll see you then.